Alright, 11:15. Back to trading fucking sucks with Chuck. Part of my videos that I'm just doing to review my trades. Part of my playbook that I'm putting together. I've gone through so many different iterations, but this is what works best for me, just to review my own stuff. This was in meta today. Saw this strong gap up. Market was really pretty much gapping. It had this really up and down movement right at the opened, and then it had a double. I had a retest here at the low of days, a low of day, and I kind of saw it like come up right here, and this right here is a buy setup for me. It did trigger, and then it kind of pulled back, and I actually hit out there just because I also know that it rejected off VWAP. I've seen these when it comes down like that, but I wanted to bookmark this price action to know, like, okay, yeah, so I committed to the long here. There wasn't really anything showing me that it was wrong, right? So I did not accept the actual risk. And why? Because it wasn't a good enough trade. That's really what it is. I didn't accept the risk because I know the trade at that time wasn't that good. I had the double bottom, this retest here, and I had this buy setup, but it didn't really give me a real lower high, or higher low. I mean, I didn't really get a higher low, and then like that, when it comes back and pulls back here, that's really the higher low, and that's kind of like real confirmation that, okay, now I should be looking for the position or the buy setup. Right here, it does trigger here, and then I got aggressive again. I got in in this candle here as it triggered above here. I did get in. Again, I think that's too aggressive. I did hold this trade for a little bit long. I did hold this trade at this point, knowing that, okay, accept the risk. This is the risk down here. I have this. This is a better entry than the one prior. It did get above VWAP. It pulled back in, right? And that VWAP move, like, it didn't mean anything early on, but you got to be careful as the day goes on. If it didn't mean anything in the morning, it could mean something later on in the day, and you'll see that as the chart goes over. But I did catch this move. I got out some shares up into this area here as it started pulling back. I did see this pull back into the 90 MA, and here I had to work, do some stuff. Terrible. I should have set my stop right here. But my discipline, I was obviously getting greedy. I thought, okay, it could pull here and rip higher. I let a lot come back here. I think I let a lot come back. That's why I do have this as a trade to review as a bad trade, because from a trading perspective, this was bad. I'm not looking at my P&L for this, although like it's tough because yeah, I did make money, but it's just like, dude, you should have been protecting yourself better, and everything. So what ended up happening is it pulled back into this area, and then I was like, oh shit, I turned away from my meeting that I had, and it bounced off VWAP. So I'm like, okay, I didn't really see how it bounced off VWAP, which is another problem, right? I'm not staring at the screen. Like, if I saw that bounce, would that bounce have been strong enough to actually be holding this position, or was this actually a really good area to start getting, or to get flat right here? And looking at it right now, obviously it looks like it's obvious I should have been flat, but I didn't see how it reacted to the tape here. I didn't see how like it bounced off this level. But looking at this candle, it didn't even get, it didn't get back to the top of this candle. So if I was looking for a short, this is an easy short, and I'd have been shorting the shit out of this. Terrible there. So it is what it is. I do have this as something I want to look at. And then this whole move down was due to like the Russian missile issue today. It did buy up and got back into this area. I did trade more into this chop zone. Again, this shouldn't have been traded. This was too abrupt of a move. There was some opportunity here to maybe get long in one of these setups, but the question you have to ask myself, am I really going to risk $1,000 for this trade? Right? No, not right now. Like maybe when $1,000 means nothing to me for risk, but right now no, and that's the key here. So I shouldn't be doing that. But my exit's really bad overall. It was bad. So this is a C- trade, 7 a.m. trade from one of my playbook. Basically a trade after 7 a.m. when I get enough price action, and the setup would be a buy setup. So I need to have my criteria, my setup, and then the trigger. This had all of those things, so technically that portion of it was good, but I give myself a C minus because of the trade management. Just, looking away from the screen, doing stuff that I'm, I guess, working, but that's no excuse, right? I need to be able to protect myself better than that. What I learned and improved upon today: over trading. I know everyone has this problem. I've been working on it for the last month, 2 months now. And really honing in on what over trading means to me. So getting in and out of a stock is fine as long as it's still that same trade idea and you're working to maybe get better positioning or whatever that be. In this stock, I just over traded as I traded here and here. Not accepting the risk of my first trade was also a problem, but yeah. Also working on, so I've been working on this for a minute. Oh, and the other portion of it is just looking at too many stocks. So I'm looking at like 5, 6 different stocks at the same time. I had 5 or 6, no shit, I think I had 8 different trades on at the same time. And okay, some of them did well, some of them didn't. I cut out, but that's not good because I can make a few bucks right now, but what happens if I want to put in 50K fucking risk? This, it's not going to work that way. So I definitely need to change that up. And to do that, changes I made to fix that, I rechanged my setup a bit. Everything's essentially still the same. Just got rid of some montages, so I'm not looking at those extra ones, and it doesn't give me a reason to just click into it. So I have to actually be more deliberate on going in and looking at it. That's key. And then that's basically it. Then here you see the actual execution. So you bought here, sold off because I was an idiot. I got this little pop in here into VWAP, and then it pulled back again, didn't accept the actual risk here, and then I bought into this as it was pulling back, and then ripped here, got out like I said into this up move. Didn't get out enough. I had maybe half the position out by here, the other half got out flat, so a little bit above flat. Then this is where the over trading starts happening. It dropped down. I knew not to be in this move here. Just, it was such a strong move. I didn't even know how to get into it. Pops, and then I'm in long here as it consolidates, which is not a good place to be. So yeah.